Hey, what's going on, everyone? It's Aaron Williams, and today, as you can see, I got my Showing Pursuit shirt on. Okay, hopefully, you guys can see that. Um, Today, my man, Mr. Mindblock / Daylight Twinkle, did this little adaptation video. It's called Midnight Run at Hawin Lake. I voice Edward Sir Topham Hatt. I think I play a fireman. Yeah, a fireman and a passenger. Um, my man was like, "Hey, Aaron, would you like to do a reaction to this?" I'm like, sure, I'll do a reaction to this. Um, and I'm interested to see how this goes. Hopefully the volume is good here. Hopefully my volume on my microphone is good. So without further ado, let's do this. A little loud. Okay. Hopefully you guys can hear me. Little Ponies Can Do Big Things Studios. Yep.
Stepney the Bluebell engine loves running along his special railway.
Yo, Blue Train fans, like, I love how this game has
Passengers
expanded.
cheer louder for
Yo,
him than
look who's
any place on
online.
the mainland.
Look, there's Stepney!
Hey,
Hooray!
hey.
But the one place Stepney likes to be even more is on the island of Sodor. It gives him a good long run and a chance to see his old friends. And even make new friends.
Hey, Rebecca. Yeah, the Colty
One
Fairlands.
early evening, during one of Stepney's visits, Sir Topham Hatt had an important job for him.
Good evening, Stepney. We have a late night passenger run to Hawin Lake. I'd like you to take it, please.
Yes, sir. Happy to do my bit, sir.
That's a good
But
engine.
Stepney was a little worried. He'd never been to Hawin Lake before.
Oh, it's gonna be a crazy one.
Luckily, Henry was in the yard. He knew all about the station by the lake, and happily gave Stepney directions. What's it like at Hawin Lake, Henry?
Oh, the lake is lovely during the day,
Hey, Stitch Underground.
but it can get pretty spooky at night, especially in the fog.
Henry shuddered, remembering his incident at the lake. Stepney shivered as well, remembering his own incident in the fog.
Bye, Stepney.
Don't worry, if you run into any trouble, Old Bailey will help you out.
Old
Hey.
Bailey was the station master at Hawin Lake. He used to be a fogman, but he was made
I tried it,
station
worried about
master
the
after
viaduct.
saving
Why didn't you
Henry and
pay
his crew
attention?
from a nasty accident. He was a loyal, dedicated worker who kept his station in working order, and made sure everyone, people and engines, had a lovely visit. He was pleased to see Stepney arrive with his passengers later that night.
I wish.
Right on time. Nice to finally meet you.
Hey, Stitch Underground. Okay.
Nice to meet you too, Mr. Bailey. Henry was
I
right.
wish they brought back
the
Hawin
lake
Lake
is
in
lovely
the future
here.
seasons.
It is, but it's much nicer during the day.
Heh, I'll bet. Well, glad I could help, Mr. Bailey, but I must be heading.
Stupid
dear.
bird.
Sounds like you won't be heading anywhere now.
Why not, sir?
Whenever that owl hoots, a mist rolls in. It happens like clockwork, and it's never wrong. There's a silo of an
Owl's
old
mist.
shed not far from here. Why don't you stay there for the night until the fog lifts?
Oh, thank you, sir. I think I will. Old Bailey was right, of course.
We got some Magic Road
As
music.
Stepney left the station, the fog came down thick and fast.
Okay.
Soon, the Bluebell engine backed into the old siding. The shed was old and kind of scruffy, but Stepney knew it was better than getting lost in the fog.
Yeah, true that.
His driver and fireman tucked him away nice and safely, and then went to a bed in a nearby cottage. Once they were gone, Stepney was all alone on that empty siding, or so he thought.
The filming is really good and. Stupid bird.
Heh. Well, hello there. So you're the one who brought the fog, eh? Hope you don't mind me spending the night here with you. The owl
Hey, it's my good friend Little Owl, Jack. Hey Jack, if you're watching this.
just hooted indignantly. Why did everyone always blame him when the fog came down? Soon, Stepney was enjoying a peaceful night's sleep when... God! What's that?
Lady?
Hello? Is anyone there? No one replied.
Lady?
And Stepney couldn't see anyone in the fog. But then, that strange shrill whistle rang out again. It echoed over the hills and through the valley.
It's gotta be Lady.
Stepney's driver and fireman ran up. Did you hear that too? We did. It sounded like it was coming from the station.
We better investigate.
Soon, Stepney slowly and carefully made his way through the fog towards the station.
I swear, if there's a jump scare,
As he approached the clearing, he looked towards the station and gasped. Sitting in the middle of the crossing was the shadow of an engine. Cautiously, Stepney crept forward towards the gate.
I freaking knew it.
Hello there. Are you lost? The engine said nothing. It didn't even seem to notice Stepney. Was that your whistle I heard from my shed? Can I help you? Stepney felt a chill in his boiler as he looked closely at the engine. It didn't seem to have a driver, and its once brilliant paint was all rusted. There was a name written on the engine's side tanks.
You know what?
It was so dark that Stepney could barely read it.
You know what? I like this.
Whoever you are.
So it goes into the magic road. So like this is probably when Lady has been, shut down.
Are you feeling okay? Is there something I can do for... The engine still didn't answer. Instead, it shrieked its shrill whistle, pushed out of the crossing,
there she
and
goes.
disappeared into the darkness. Stepney was in a state of shock, but before he could process everything...
Oh, that's not good.
That came from up that line! They need help! At last, Stepney's wheels were unfrozen, and he ran back to look for the loop. Soon, Stepney had turned around and was rushing towards the crashing sound. He could only hope that the engine was alright as he plunged through the fog towards the ravine. But as Stepney emerged from the mist, there was no engine. Instead, there was Old Bailey looking over the ravine. Mr. Bailey, there was an engine running through here, and I heard a crash. Did you see where?
I've seen her, Stepney. She came and went, just like always.
Like always, sir? What do you mean?
It happens like clockwork, Stepney. The owl brings the fog, and the fog brings that old engine back around these parts.
What is that old engine, sir?
They call her the Lady of the Lake.
Lady
or
of the Lake.
the Lady of Sodor.
Lady.
She vanished one foggy night and was never heard from again. But every foggy night, she rides the rails again, trying to get home. But as we just heard with that crash, it always ends the same way.
Isn't there anything we can do to help her?
Not much we can do for her now, Stepney. Believe me, I've tried.
Stepney said no more. Instead, he respectfully puffed back to his siding, leaving Old Bailey to think in peace.
If only I could.
The next night, Stepney told the other engines all about his encounter. Some of them were speechless. Others just called it utter nonsense. But Henry looked especially uncomfortable.
I thought you made up that story about a ghost around the lake, Edward.
I never said I made it up, Henry. I kind of wish I had, though.
Stepney wished he had too. Now whenever he visits Sodor, he takes care to never visit Hawin Lake at night, lest he risk another ghostly encounter with the Lady of the Lake.
So does it tie into map? Okay. All right. Midnight Ride at Hawin Lake. Okay, so this is like, I don't know if that lines into Magic Railroad or maybe it's something different. If that's the case, that's a really good story idea. That's I mean, not story idea. It's a great story. I like that. It's something different. You put Lady in here, but you do something different with it. I like that. That was really good. I love the filming, like the camera, the cinematography, really good, and the lighting, especially the fog. Like that was really well done. Great job, Mind Blocks. Great job to Stitch on the Ground. Played Henry O'Bailey, Passenger One. Oh, great. Aaron Williams, this guy again. Like, I thought I told him that his performance in the George video was terrible. Why is he back? Like, come on now. Like, first of all, he did Edward Sir Topham Hatt, Stepney's Fireman, and Passenger 2 wrong. It's wrong. That's not how it works. Nah. Like, this is how you do an Edward voice, okay? Like, Aaron Williams needs to improve on this, okay? And this is how you do a Sir Topham Hatt voice, okay? So, Aaron Williams, if you're watching this video, take some notes, okay? Okay. But no, this is really good. Great job with the filming, Mind Blocks. And the Joey Turner. Okay, great job with the comic story. If you're watching this, I love the music choices. Yeah, this is really good. Great job. So that's my reaction to Midnight Run at Hawin Lake, the adaptation version. So hope you all have a wonderful day, and like and subscribe. We're almost at 2K. I'm almost at 2K, people. Almost at 2K. And be really useful.